When you're on and you have to be the buffer and you have to take care of things, you don't think about what it's doing to you. And then after the aftermath of the war, and you're picking out like all the shrapnel from your arms and you're bleeding out, and you're like, oh yeah, that was a war. That was an actual war in the middle of school.
My eyes are clear and all I'm feeling is rage. Some blood was spilled, but still all I'm feeling is rage. My eyes are clear and all I'm feeling is rage. Some blood was spilled, but still all I'm feeling is rage.
Hi, my name is Michael J. Moody Jr. and I rap under the surname Khaos. About 2 years ago, I heard this like Childish Gambino song, and he was talking about like middle class problems and what he was dealing with, and it like inspired me to be like, I want to write an album because I have things to say. I'm nervous about all of it, but there's one song, it's called Rage. That's the song I'm most nervous about. The hardest part about like that whole song was actually recording the vocals, because that means someone has to hear the words that I'm saying. I mean, it was the last song we recorded, kicked everybody else out, nobody else was allowed to be there, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna do this, I'm not crazy, just go with me. It took me so long to write this song because it hurt. 2 years ago, I found out that my father had been cheating on my mom for 4 years. A Facebook account messaged me saying that they were my dad's mistress. And I looked at it and I was for sure it was a fake account. I showed my mom, she was like, that seems weird, maybe we should call him. Called him and he was like, hey, I know what this is. And then my mom hung up, and that's when it clicked. And then just everything changed. The mistress would start like calling me at work to like break me in order to break up the family. And I actually stopped writing for months. I couldn't write anything. My mom was crying all the time. She was sad, which made my sister sad, and it made everybody sad, and he was just moping around the house. I told my dad I thought he should leave. I was like, you're fucking stuff up. I think you should go. I love my mom more than I love breathing. So for anyone to hurt that woman, like, I immediately write off in my book.
I feel like it's closer to like who I am.
When I'm angry, it's like a volcano that's like being pushed down.
Ow, fuck you. Sorry.
I punch things. I've been wrapping up my hands so they don't bleed because I feel like a time bomb, and I'm really working to like undo all of those like explosive things. It took about a year, and then eventually I started just like writing and writing and writing. Being the buffer for all of what they had been going through was exhausting, and I didn't realize it until like a few months ago. And so I wrote a 8-minute song depicting me like yelling at dad, and then like murdering the mistress, and like murdering the people around the mistress, and then like getting away with it. And so it's this whole thing, but at the end of the song I then talk about my dad and that I still do love him. I'm just like in a lot of pain. Like when trauma happens, you don't make sense. Like you're not logical, you don't do things right, and that's like okay to like breathe through that and feel that, but because I wrote a song, I'm not gonna then do that in real life. I didn't show this song to like anyone because I have other songs, so I was like, you don't have to do this. But when I would take it off the list, it felt wrong, and it felt like I was running, but for the wrong reasons. The first person I showed it to was my sister, and I was like, hey, I wrote this, is this too much? And she was like, nah, this is fucking cool. And I was like, okay, well, if the whole world hates me, at least you will think this is an okay thing. The first line in the song is, Mom and Dad, this is the song you should probably avoid and skip. I don't think they should hear it. I don't think it's not for them, but I'm waiting to let them know because I'm nice, and I know that I will redact it if asked. This song's important for me to be on the album because I love my father so much, but that makes me not be able to express how things hurt me, and that's not fair for me. This is an opportunity to, for once, be like, hey, like, I hurt.
Mom and Dad, this is the song you should probably avoid and skip. See, there's a story, it gets gory about my hunted quarry and attempt to find glory. This song is begging me to write it, and I won't fight it, Dad. It's not slander, it's art or truth or whatever the fuck you gotta do to pull yourself through this mess of shit that you threw with sin. I swear to God, I'ma live using your words as the kerosene. So I wake up to my girlfriend texting me there's a fake account that I should check out. It's been sending her screenshots of this dumb fucking thought that's claiming to be your rock. The mistress or whatever the fuck, so I end up from the covers, pull out out my phone to discover that the same person harassing my girl about this fling has decided to message me the same thing. I scroll through messages that says my father's a liar and doesn't love me and has been spending a lot of time on the grind, not his career. I mean, your father's been fucking me here. Don't believe me? Here's some screenshots of texts and some calls and all our pictures of hotel rooms. Take some time and go through the times, get me amped because this fan I just can't understand. I proceed to show my mother, but we're both doubtful until we call you. Hearing the tone in your voice, I know it's all true. I watched my mother's heart break right before my eyes as she tried to hold it together. In vain, she allowed me to scream my pain. I watch years unravel in a matter of seconds, things I think might never be forgiven.